what's happening? What's happening is the first edition here of Empire Motivation Mondays. Um, let's see here. Yep, I had to mute you real quick. I'll mute you back. Everything should be fine after that. Yeah, welcome to this particular thing here. This is going to be something we plan on doing this for a long time. Every Monday, fresh out of the gate of the weekend, you just went to work. Maybe you don't even really like the job, but now you're looking forward to the next 4 days and you don't know what you're going to do with your life. But here we want to get you to understand that there's other options, there's new options, and you can absolutely take advantage of it. But sometimes it starts from here, in between your ears, and it's as simple as that. But but also we're going to be able to give you some tactics here and there. I'm going to bring on a new person every Monday to give you some tips that you can apply on your business and whatever you got going on already. But if you don't have anything going on, I just want to let you know that we do have a movement, the $1,000 per day movement that we're starting. I want you to understand that you can be a part of that and you can experience the results of that, because we have people in the room that have done that even over multiple times over again. So we're starting this movement and we want you to be a part of it, all right? But tonight we are going to start on the right foot. Some of the there's a lot of practices out there that's killing your chances of ever making it in this game. You were taught multitasking, right? You were taught to do things a certain way. You were taught that money don't grow on trees, even though it does. But you were taught a lot of things that's been killing yourself, and you're probably surrounded by a lot of crap too that you believe, and that's never going to give you a chance to really live the lifestyle you want. But we here at Empire Traffic Academy, my Empire Pro, we want to tell you that you can do better. You can absolutely kill it. You can absolutely crush it. You can absolutely do as much as you want. And every Monday night, we're going to be here talking about this kind of things, okay? And I will try to bring a special guest on, okay? But just so you know, Empire Traffic Academy has everything you need. You don't have to stalk your family and friends to build a business. You don't have to work 40, 50 hours before you can have a lifestyle. First of all, that's already taking lifestyle away from you. You can absolutely work from anywhere in the world you choose to, because this is technology age. You're all on the phone. Every one of you that you're watching this right now, you're all on the phone. You've ordered something online before, and you know that there's somebody on the other end of the medium that's collecting that money, which means there's a lot of money to be made online. So without any further ado, today I'm going to bring on one of the best, as far as I'm concerned, in the game, because she's been around with us here from day one. And when it comes down to being relentless, which is part of the values that you're going to need here, all right? When it comes down to holding on till you make it happen, she knows all about that. When it comes to email marketing, that I'm trying to get her back on right now, she's absolutely the best in telling a story in an email. But tonight she's going to be talking about something that's literally the word I'm looking for is but this thing is killing you and it's killing your business, and you're not going to have a chance of creating results if you don't get it right from her tonight. Okay, so without any further ado, I have Ramona Goki. Hi, Ramona. Go on, mute yourself now. Are you there? I can't hear you.
Hi, Ola. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. So I'm going to unmute myself. You can take the floor. It's all yours now, okay?
Well, Ola introduced me. My name is Ramona Goki, and the thing I want to talk about tonight is multitasking. In a lot of our jobs that we went to college for, I emergency room trauma nurse for 30 years, and I had to multitask because I never knew what was coming through the door. I could have a STEMI, which was a heart attack in one room, a stroke in another, possibly a code in another, because whatever empty room was empty, that's where the patient went. So I had to learn to multitask, delegate. And for 30 years, that's how I trained my brain. And then Ola introduced me to this book recently, The One Thing. You really need to get this book. because in my business, I was trying to multitask to the point where I burned out. I was actually literally getting depressed. I was fighting cancer, trying to keep my business going by multitasking. One day doing videos, blogging, doing email marketing. And this book taught me you have to concentrate on the one thing that you're good at and become great at it. Whether it's email marketing, videos, Instagram, and you have to have a coach to help bring out the best in you. And sometimes your coach is trying to bring out that best in you, you're dragging your feet because you still are looking at your desk that day and you're noticing, oh, I have my to-do list over here and I see that I don't have time for this today or that today, and then you start getting depressed. The first thing you need to do to get rid of multitasking is to throw all the junk off of your desk. Get rid of the distractions. That's my number one tip. Get rid of the distractions. Throw away the to-do list. Just set in your mind and say to yourself, first thing you get up in the morning, today I'm going to shoot my videos. And don't say, I have to blog today, I have to email. When you're telling yourself, I have to, you find yourself never even getting started because your have to turns into, I don't want to do it. You should get up in the mornings and says, today I'm going to write on my blog. Leave the have to out of it. Today I'm going to do my video. And you can actually take those multitasking parts of your business where you're shooting videos, doing blogging, doing emails, because I know our coach tells us you have to email every day, you should be blogging, you should be doing videos. But you can actually combine that into one thing and cut the time down into half, because you could shoot a video and send that video out to your email. Done. 15 minutes. You could also take those videos and put them on your blog. Or you could take a blog post and turn it into a video. Don't make it hard. You really have to make what's important to you and grow on that. You have to become the best at what you're the best at first. Ola talks about my storytelling in my email. And I'm pushing 60, so I have a lot of stories in my life. And so it's easy to talk and tell stories in the email. But the one thing that I realized with my emails, I talk about myself, but I haven't really asked my customers to tell me about themselves. So sometimes we get lost in that too. We're focusing on that one thing. We have to get these people to get to know me, brand myself. But if you're branding yourself and not really finding out what your customers want or who they are you really branding yourself? No, you're just saying, I'm all about me. So I think it's important in your emails, yes, to tell stories and brand yourself, but get to know your downline, get to know the people on your email list, and block the ones that send you marriage proposals. That's a must. Another tip for getting away from multitasking, because people, when you tend to multitask, you tend to burn out. You tend to decide, I'm not going to do anything today. The best thing to do, like I said, is get up in the morning, I'm going to do this. And that's what you work on for 3 months. And then once you have that mastered, then you move on to Instagram. And then you master Instagram. And all the time, you're actually building your empire because you already have your email list going. And then you can concentrate on the Instagram, concentrate on blogging, whatever it is, but don't try to do it all. And I know our coaching program teaches it all, and it might be overwhelming. That's the only con I see of it. It could be overwhelming to a newbie. But to take that overwhelmed feeling, you concentrate on what modules you really want to excel in: Facebook, SEO, Instagram. And that's what you concentrate for your first 3 months. because we can get you there with our program. But you have to learn to focus and get rid of all the distractions. 2 hours out of the day you should be able to find for yourself. I have dogs, and they demand to be walked. I have a lot of things going on in my life, but I have learned that I have to take at least 2 hours downtime just for me to concentrate on what I want in life. And it makes me a better person to where I can provide for my family and give them what they want and need. If I'm satisfying my own wants and desires instead of trying to satisfy everybody else's, it makes me a happier person and makes my family happier. So that's another distraction you need to get rid of, thinking that you have to be 100% there all the time for your family. You have to take some of that time for you. So my three biggest tips for excelling in your business is to get that coach that helps you bring out the best in you, whether it be email marketing, videos, blogging, and they encourage you and build on that. And once they see that you're excelling at that, build on the next step in your business. And the other tip is get rid of the distractions. I'm sorry, you can't sit there and be emailing and doing your Facebook at the same time and picking up your phone and talking to someone and trying to write your email. Turn your phone off for a couple hours. Let it go to voicemail. If it's that important, they'll call you back. Turn off the television. The television is a waste of time. It's living somebody else's life, and most of it's fantasy anyway. So why do you want to watch somebody else's life? As I'm approaching my older years, I'm realizing that there's a lot of things in my life that I've done that I wish I hadn't, like wasted time watching television, because it really didn't profit my life in any way. And I'm not talking about money profit. I'm simply talking about profiting. It wasn't an experience where I'm outside and traveling. I love to travel. I wasn't seeing new cultures. I wasn't exposing myself to new opportunities, new growth, because I was sitting on the couch in front of the television watching somebody else's growth. The other big thing is we do waste a lot of time on Facebook. I'm guilty too. I like to look at the funny things that people are putting up, and I like to like my friends' stuff. But I do waste a lot of time there on Facebook when I could be putting up an ad on Facebook. You have to learn what's important and focus on those things. If you're going to be a success in life or even in your job, you have to learn to focus and get rid of distractions. That's the bottom line. Even as an emergency room nurse, there's a lot of distractions going on all the time. You might have a psych patient over here yelling and screaming and throwing things, and you're over here coding someone. You have to learn to block that out. And mothers are very good at blocking things out because you've raised children that's mommy, 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 mommy. You've learned to tune that out. So women, we have an advantage over you men. I'm sorry. We can tune out a lot of noise. And Ola had mentioned to me that I was being very quiet in the group recently. And that's because I have been reflecting more on what I want, how I want to build my empire, not how somebody else is telling me to build my empire, but how Ramona will be satisfied with building hers. Get rid of the distractions, concentrate on what I'm good at, my email marketing, my videos. So my biggest tip is, and how I'm changing my life in the last few weeks, I'm not spending so much time on Facebook. I'm writing out more what I want to say in a video and concentrate on that. I'm not taking suggestions from anybody else on what I want to put on my videos. I have to be me. And if I'm going to brand myself and not the business I'm working for, I have to be me. And so I've chosen my own subjects for my videos, and I would suggest you guys do the same thing. Be true to yourself. I love my business, and Ola has been there for me through thick and thin, and I believe in this program that he has. And he doesn't like saying best, and I don't either. But to me, combined with all the shiny objects out there, this is an incredible program. It can take a newbie to an entrepreneur in 3 months. So quit multitasking. Get on the one thing right now that you do the best. That's the most important thing I can tell you. Email marketing, if that's what you're the best at, concentrate on that. Go full force. Build your list. You like doing videos? Go ahead and make your videos into an email. Like I said, your day is done in 15 minutes. But we do have to be consistent, and businesses are built on one thing. When I read that book, The One Thing, I was amazed they brought up Colonel Sanders. He concentrated on one recipe, and look where he went. Wendy's concentrated on this juicy hamburger, which, by the way, is the best. But businesses out there that concentrate on one thing, Nike, they succeed. So quit trying to do it all and do what you're the best at. That's my biggest and best tip for you when you become an entrepreneur, is concentrate on what you're the best at. Don't let your coach or the other people in the group tell you, well, this is what I'm doing, this is what you should be doing. Be true to yourself. If you're going to brand yourself as yourself, be true to yourself and be honest with yourself. And don't go out there and say it's the best program, join this program. Don't constantly be throwing the program in someone's face. Give them some value. Tell them what you're learning from the program. Take some things out of the program and say, this is what I initiated in my business today, and this is the growth. Show them the proof. You don't tell somebody constantly, well, join my business because it's the best out there. You have to show them what you're learning. Give them the value. Show them some of the things. Don't just, okay, I'm promoting this business that we have, when you haven't even listened to all of the training yourself in the business. How can you promote something that you haven't focused on? Take one day out of your life and just focus. All the distractions gone, focus on this training you have. And then you can honestly tell a person the pros and cons of the business, because every business has pros, every has con. And so far, my watching it, the cons would be that it might be overwhelming for a newbie. And I'm honest with people. I'm going to tell them it can be overwhelming. But if you take one module where you're out of it and you concentrate on that for 90 days, your business is going to grow. So quit multitasking. Let's focus on what we do the best. And there's different ones of us in the group. If each one of us in this group bring the best of who we are into this program, it's going to grow for all of us, because it will get out there like Ola talks about. It's going to get out there in different avenues. And I just hope that Ola is in agreement with me that we don't have to blog every day. We don't have to do videos every day. We don't have to email every day. Pick and choose what you feel that you're the best at. And let's see what happens within 90 days. And that's really all I have to say. I just want us to really grow as a team and a group, but I want us to grow as individuals too. Remember, you're an individual. You're not part of Ola. We are individuals who's promoting the best business online, and that's what we want to continue to do.
All right. Thank you so much. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. There's a lot of stuff in there. Definitely a lot of stuff in there. And it was a good reminder for me, because it's been a minute that I read that book as well too. It's a book that I personally will probably try to pick up once a year and read, because we've been so conditioned to think that we have to do everything at the same time. But the truth is that, like you said, like you rightfully said, everything is built on one thing. That's just the truth of the matter. It's one thing after the other. And eventually, you may have this empire that's really working for you, but if you don't really master focus on how it fits into building the lifestyle you want, it becomes a problem. You talked a lot about overwhelming, overload, information overload. You know, one of the guys I used to follow a long time ago would say the only reason why you are overwhelmed or have information overload is because you're not taking action. So if you try to watch all the module at the same time without taking any action, of course, you're giving yourself an opportunity to shut down on yourself, or at least prepare your mind to, hey, I'm going to go through it and I'm going to come back and start going through one at a time and take action. You prepare your mind that way. You take full control of the situation. It's only people that don't take control that complain about overwhelm, information overload. Is people that expect somebody else to do the work of control for them. This is your business. Like you said, this is your brand. If you went to a regular college, they'll give you 5, if you're doing full time, you will have 5, 6 classes at the same time. You're not going to complain about overwhelm. It's your responsibility to study accordingly and come to class on the right day of the exam, and then arrange yourself when you get home. What exam do I have in the morning? And then you study that one, and then before exam time, you are designing what day of the week you study what courses. You don't go back to the professor and say, I'm overwhelmed. Frankly, as far as I'm concerned, my tone may be a little bit different from Mamuna's. It's disrespect for what we got going on here. When people say information overload, you have to respect what we have here for it to work for you. So when you respect it, you say, yeah, it's a lot of information. Damn right. Then Skippy, it's a lot of information, but let me arrange things up. Another solution to that is, I always tell people the only way to complicate things is to not know how to ask questions. If you're stuck, ask questions. There are no stupid questions, okay? There's no stupid questions. I still believe in that, you know? Sometimes, yeah, you know, you may feel somehow somebody keep coming back with the same issue over and over. But at the end of the day, there's really no stupid questions, just at the end of the day, okay? So it also tells me that you're taking control by saying, hey, I'm stuck over here. What's going on? Well, you know, everything evolves. The technology evolves all the time. It could be Facebook changed the platform since the last time I shot the module. So at the end of the day, there's no stupid question. You ask, and once you master these things, it becomes a part of you. But multitasking is such a thing that's embedded in our brain that you really have to lose. Like when you said, remove the I have to's and change that to I'm going to. I like that. It's powerful, you know, because I'm going to is affirmation, is done. I have to is I'm scared. I have to. You start getting scared and you start having anxieties and all those things. You lose control, and when you lose control, you lose even the more control. It's like you're going down the rabbit hole even faster and faster. But when you pick one thing, the most important thing, according to the one thing book, the thing that's going to impact your business the most right now, and you get that done. Sometimes it could be something, you know, when you get it done, it makes everything else easier, right? It's your responsibility to determine what that is right now. There's only one of those things. There's only one, and you want to get that done, you know? And then getting burnt out, that goes back to being overwhelmed, you know? And then I like when you mentioned not money profit. It's so true. Everybody really think we're all about money. You're right. We're all about money because, yeah, I can make a lot of moves when there's money. But if that's what your primary thing you're chasing after, chances are you're gonna miss the road, because money is just energy. It flows to the right places based on how much value you bring into the world. And like she rightfully said, whatever you're good at is gonna be the best way you're gonna bring value to the world. It's gonna be the easiest way for you to bring the most amount of value to the world. If you hate videos, but you rather type emails all day long, you're going to bring the most value that way. So focus on that, right? And also know how to fit all of this into your system. Where is it? Where do I master marketing the system? Where do I fit my brand into that? All of that is something you have to figure out. And if you don't know how to figure out, there's one thing: talk to a mentor. Okay? How do I fit that into my personal brand? How do I not lose myself in promoting this MLM company or whatever this is, or this guru? But how do I continue to gain myself, right? There's somebody right now that their self is to support Warren Buffett. That's just what their self is. And they are still multi-billionaires too, right? And there's somebody called Warren Buffett as well too. And where do you fit in that kind of equation right there? Where are you going to be the most? There are some people that are called supporting actress, and if they try not to get us, what do you call it? The Oscars, right? The award, right? If they don't want that, chances they will never get one. If they didn't get that supporting role, they will never get one. They were just best at being supporting, and that's why they have all those different things. And some people are better taking the front stage, kind of like how Ramona just took this tonight. And some people are just better off just being in the back end, because they're going to produce the most and the most effective. They're going to have the most effective productivity back there. Where do you fit in all of those equations? It's true that the industry teaches in a way that is one size fit all. It's not true. One size doesn't fit all. You have to find where you fit. But the truth of the matter is that there's a lot of money to be made by anyone. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, your background, but you got to talk to a mentor. If you want to change your life, talk to a mentor and see where you fit in all that equation. There's a lot of technical stuff. I mean, you guys know when we're talking all day long in the group chat, it's a lot of technical stuff that an average person would never figure out if you don't align yourself with the right mastermind. You know, so thank you so much, Ramona, for bringing so much value tonight. I enjoyed it, and I feel like we won't stop again. Just 30 minutes every Monday night, something to get you pumped up. And yes, Empire Traffic Academy is the best training. I like saying best now. I stopped not liking it. It's the best training out there. So you could go to EmpireTrafficAcademy.com for more information about that, and come on the inside and start taking your business to the next level. Some people would take this, if you're looking to figure out, should I focus on my MLM company or what I have going on before? If you're confused with that, just think about it like this. I know many of you that will see this video will probably like, yeah, but I have something going on. Here's a very simple formula for that, okay? Everything I have going on for me right now, is it serving me? Do I see a light at the end of the tunnel? If the answer is no, get on EmpireTrafficAcademy.com, because we're not an MLM company, but we're going to show you how to use today's technology to change your life, okay? And to sell whatever you want to sell, whatever you choose to sell, okay? But if you have any other things going on and it's not serving you and you don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, do something about it. Again, this is your life, this is your business. Make a move, you know. But we're going to be back here next Monday, and I think Patricia is going to be taking the stage, and I can't wait for that. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. And yeah, feel free to share this video on. You'll see the link on our channel. All right. Ramona, thank you so much. You still there with me? On mute. Uh-oh.
I'm still here, Ola, and I do hope that people do hear about our business and realize that it is the best business out there. We will teach you everything you need to know to become a success online, and there's no other program out there that's actually showing the hands-on how to do it. So I think that's important for people to know about the business. We're showing hands-on how to actually set this up step by step. It's not a shiny object. It's here to stay.
Amen to that. Thank you so much. Robert, Pat, everybody. Pat, thank you for keeping everybody engaged over there. We'll see you guys on the inside.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.